I rinse the diapers off with my diaper sprayer, and this is the Flow diaper sprayer. This is the newer kind, I guess you're gonna say, because it's like a chrome type, and the last one was more of a plastic handle. Yeah, so I spray them off in the toilet with this. After that, I spray the diaper down with back out, only for the ones that had poo on them. After being sprayed in the toilet, I spray it down with back out. So this diaper just had poo on it, so I just take it, rinse it off, and wherever the poo was at, I just spray it down with the back out. And I take it over here, and I just put it here into the pail, which is all twisted up now thanks to the kids. But okay, yeah, I just put it into the pail. Now we're gonna take this to the laundry area because it's time for everything to be washed. So this is what it looks like when it gets about this full, is when I like to take it and wash it. So let's do that now. Alright, so here we are at the washing machine, and the first thing I do that is different from my last routine, I used to do a cold rinse first, and now I do a warm rinse instead of a cold rinse. And the reason for that is because I read that warm rinse is better because the bodily fluids you're trying to remove from the diapers, they're rinsed out better by a temperature that's closer to what they came out as. So that made a lot more sense to me. So that's what I've been doing with my diapers now lately, and I haven't noticed that it's done anything wrong to the diapers by being rinsed out with warm water instead of cold as far as staying or anything like that. So we're going to set it on hot, warm, extra large, and I'm just going to turn it all the way over to spin. And this is a really old-fashioned, this is an older model of washing machine. It's a Whirlpool, and just came with the townhouse we live in right now. So this is what we use. And I have hard water, for anyone who's wondering. So I just turn it on rinse, and why is it not going? Okay. Once it's on rinse, I take this bag, and the reason I really like, hold on, you can't hear me. The reason I really like the Fuzzy Buns hanging pail is because of the zipper on the bottom. I noticed with my other bag I had to hang it upside down, and sometimes rubber wouldn't come out, so I have to, you know, do a lot of things to get it out. But here I just take the zipper that's on the bottom and unzipping it, and everything just falls completely out and into the pail, into the washing machine. Another reason I like it is with the regular liners, the regular pail liners, because they're not open on both sides, it would get water trapped into them, and sometimes they would like have a bubble on top of it, on top of the water as it's washing, and it would hold water into it instead of all the water going to diapers. The Fuzzy Buns, because it's open on both sides, once you open it and put it into the wash, everything rinses through it easily and doesn't hold any kind of water into it or anything like that. So that's the reason I love this one. So now we're just going to turn the lid on, and I'm going to dump everything out. Keep unzipping it. Let's grab it. And then that is what it's looking like. So we're just going to let it do a warm rinse, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am now going to start washing them. They're finished doing the warm rinse. First, I'm going to show you guys what I use to actually wash them with. I use Crunchy Clean. As you can see, I have a lot of it. I have 4 bags of it, and that other bag right there is the Crunchy Clean Oxygen. And over here I have the sprinkles for like the pail and whatnot. I use it for mostly for the garbage pail and whatnot. Because I wash my diapers so often, they don't really do up a stink, and because I use the back out. But anyway, I use the Crunchy Clean. It's my favorite one. It's made for hard water, which is what I have. It's made specifically for hard water, which is what I have. And people with soft water, they say, can use it as well, but they just would need to use less of it. I have a few different scents here. I have Monkey Farts. This is Baby Bee. clothespins, and their newest scent, which they just released, is the caramel. It's the caramel apple. So also this is the baby wipe juice I use for the wipe solution. It's made by Lusa Organics. Made by Lusa Organics, and it's really lasted a long time. BioClean Oxygen Bleach. I use this as well on the diapers. Okay, so that is what I use to wash them with. So now we'll start the load. I just put it all the way over to heavy, and I started pick my scent of what I decide I want to use today. Today I think I'm going to use the clothespin scent. And I use about, oh, you got to smell it first. It smells so good. I use about 2 teaspoons. Is it teaspoons or tablespoons? 2 tablespoons. I use about 2 tablespoons of the Crunchy Clean. So I'm going to start it. I use the little scooper thing. Scoop it up. I'm going to add some of this BioClean Oxygen, and I use about 2 tablespoons of that as well. And the reason I use the oxygen is just to prevent any stains from coming. That, along with using the back out, has really helped with my diapers not staining so much. I notice my fuzzy buns don't really stain too much, but other brands like the Kawaii will stain, but it's not as much as it was before I used the back out and the oxygen and the Cloth Diaper Safe the Cloth Diaper Safe oxygen for the diapers. So now that has started, let's just see what that looks like. And just let that fill up, and I'm going to let that do the wash and rinse. Sometimes I'll do extra rinse after, and sometimes I won't. The thing about Crunchy Clean, it's clean rinsing, so you really don't need an extra rinse afterwards. You just need the one rinse with the wash. So most times I don't do the extra rinse, but if I have a particularly really dirty load or a really big load, then I'll do an extra rinse afterwards. So I just want to show you guys what it looks like when it's washing. As you can see with the Crunchy Clean, it's not that much suds or anything like that. It's just very little bubbles. Which is good. You can see the water's a little cloudy, getting this stuff out, and usually by the rinse after this, the water is clear already. So I really love this soap. It works good for my diapers and for my water type. I haven't had any problem with buildup at all. I used to use Tide, but I was having trouble with that because it was causing buildup on the diapers. So I was having to strip them a lot. So. And plus, that I was having to strip them a lot. Plus, my son was having a lot of rashes, so I switched up a lot with my diapering routine and washing because of his rashes. And since I've switched up everything as far as the diapers I was using and how I was washing them, he doesn't really get too many rashes now. Once in a blue moon, he'll get them. And like I said in the other video, my stash video, I just put them in a little disposable liner with a cloth cover and some cream, and by the next morning it's cleared up. So now I don't have any problems with his the bottom with getting rashes or anything like that. And I stopped using the Tide for my diapers. I use the Crunchy Clean now, and it's been doing so much better. My diapers get super clean, and I don't have to use as much water on them because I don't have to do as many rinses now. Alright. What? Okay, so this is the rinse right after the wash, and as you can see, the water is really clear. So, like I said, there's really no need for a second rinse, like there would be if you were using a non-cloth diaper safe detergent. Like when I was using Tide, I would need to do a second rinse, sometimes a third rinse, to get clear water like this. So, just want to show you guys how clear the water is with just the first rinse. We're only rinse. Alright, right after this, we're just going to pop them in the dryer. Okay, everything's done washing now. Now I just take everything out and put it all in the dryer. As you can see, I'm trying to show you all my covers. To show you the non-staining. There's another one. There's another. What? Yeah, so you can see I don't really have staining on my diapers. Ones that do stain a little bit, within a few washes, it usually fades to nothing. So I have a good wash routine down right now. It's been working for me well, and I am pleased with the results. I no longer have any problems with needing to strip my diapers. No staining or anything like that. So if you have hard water, I highly recommend you try Crunchy Clean and get you a cloth diaper safe oxygen cleaner and some other kind of cloth diaper safe stain fighter or whatever you call it, like back out. Like here go one that's stained. This just happened like right before I put it into the wash. So within a couple of washes, that'll usually fade away to nothing. But yeah, just use those and you have no problem. That's if you're like me and you don't really sun your diapers too much. Like I don't really sun my diapers too much, only because like only time I would have time to sun is like in the summertime when I'm outside with my kids and they're playing in the yard and whatnot. Then I'll sit out there with them and I'll have the diapers out there sunning if I had laundry to do that day, if I had cloth diaper laundry to do that day. Other than that, I don't do it because I don't want my diapers sitting outside by themselves without anybody watching them, because the way our complex is built, connected to each other, and anybody can basically just walk from the front of the house to the back of the house. There's no kind of gate blocking anybody from coming in to our backyard. So anybody can just walk in through and take whatever they want, and that's what I don't like. So I don't like leaving my clothes or anything like that out there. So I don't really sun my diapers, and which is why I use what I use to fight stains. But yeah, now we're just gonna put it on time drying for 60 minutes, and this dryer doesn't really, it seemed like it doesn't really get as hot as other people's dryers. Like I've watched a few other videos of people doing their diapers, and some would put their covers to their diapers and dry for about 10 or 20 minutes or so, and it'll be dry for them, and then they'll just take it out. Or some don't use a dryer for their covers at all, but I like to use it for my covers. But for my covers to actually get dry, it takes the full 60 minutes for them to get dry. Like I've tried taking them out in like 20-30 minutes and it's still like wet for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's dry, it just doesn't get that hot. So it takes the full 60 minutes for my covers to get dry. Once the 60 minutes is done, the dry will stop. I'll take the covers out and I'll put them to the side, and I'll put the dryer back on for another 60 minutes. Well, it depends. If it's a really big load of inserts and stuff, then it'll be another 60 minutes. But if it's a small one, like I have today is a small one, then about 30 minutes. I'll put it on for another 30 minutes to fully get the inserts dry, because by that time of the first round, they're not fully dry. Just the covers are fully dry after 60 minutes. But yeah, for a small load, then I'll just put it back in for another 30 minutes. For a big load, it'll be about another 60 minutes. So that's just it. That is what I do. That is how I wash them. That is how I dry them.